YouTube, meet your new star, Brandi Cardinale, the Beagle. Hi, Brandi.
Oh my God.
Oh, dude, you're like a real superhero, man!
Oh my God.
Welcome to Chatting Pets with me, Alex Cardinale. I love all kinds of pets. It's obvious that I love tropical fish, but I also love dogs, cats, rabbits, and more. Here on Chatting Pets with Alex Cardinale, I will discuss everything and anything that is not a fish. I have a female beagle named Brandi. Anyway, welcome to Chatting Pets with Alex Cardinale. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the second episode of Chatting Pets with me, Beagle lover Alex Cardinale. Today, we are talking about my favorite breed of dog. We are talking about Beagles. I love Beagles. Beagles are a very adorable, intelligent, and comical dog. They are a very fun dog to be around. They are a very loyal dog to be around. And they are a very cuddable dog to be around as well. There are so many words that I could describe a beagle, but I would say the most important word that I would use to describe a beagle would be lovable and loyal, and also independent and intelligent, because beagles are certainly independent and they certainly are intelligent. They can be stubborn, but they have really smart brains. Now, when beagles are puppies, they can be a bit of a nuisance, be a bit of a pain in the ass, like dealing with a human child. But as they mature, they become lovable balls of energy. I love beagles. And I've always loved beagles growing up as a young boy, into a teenager, and into Brandi and beagles. I always wanted a beagle, so when I was thinking of what I wanted for my 22nd birthday, I was like, maybe it's time for me to get my own dog, because at the time my family had a lawsuit option, but I was ready myself to take on the responsibility of a dog. So originally at the time, I would have liked to have gotten a chocolate Labrador or a golden retriever, but my mom said absolutely no to large dogs, so I couldn't have a large dog. But then I remembered a childhood friend of mine who bred beagles, and she loved beagles. And I contacted her. I was like, hey, do you still breed beagles? And she was like, no, I retired from that, but I know who does. And she put me in contact with people that bred beagles. And these are purebred beagles. And I went and I saw all the beagles firsthand. And Brandi stood out to me. Brandi was the most energetic one. She was the most lively one, and also the most comical because she made me laugh the way she was running towards me. It was like she was telling me, I want to go home with you, Alex. So that's how I ended up getting Brandi in 2016. And ever since then, Brandi has been a bundle of joy, even though she has caused some headaches as a puppy. All dogs do. But I really love Brandi. I feel like she is a gift from God. Anyway, today I'm going to use my experience that I have gained with Brandi and a little bit of knowledge that I have on Beagles to talk to you about Beagles here on Chatting Pets with Alex Cardinale. I mean, I could talk about Brandi forever and ever, but I'm sure you don't want to hear that. So let's get right to the main point of today's video, and that is Beagles. Now, if you have any questions on Beagles, please feel free to post them in the comments. I'll be glad to answer your questions. And you could also discuss what you love about Beagles in the comments. So today I'm going to share some photos and videos of Brandi the Beagle. Then I'm going to give you information on Beagles. And finally, I will share my thoughts on Beagles. So this is going to be a really fun show that I think you're going to enjoy. So, all right, so let's start by talking about why I personally love Beagles. Here is why I love Beagles. They are energetic and playable. They love to play. They have a lot of energy, and they like to use that energy. So they love to run outside. So they like to run circles and have a lot of fun outside. And it's really good for them to get that exercise because as Beagles mature, they are prone to getting a little bit on the large side because they like to eat. So I always enjoy taking Brandi out and playing with her and taking her for walks. She enjoys going for walks and likes to play, and she loves to cuddle. Now, I also love Beagles because they're very lovable. They love everybody they meet. Now, if they don't know the person right away, they're going to be very cautious. But Beagles are a dog that instantly loves someone rather quickly. Beagles win people over, or people win Beagles over rather quickly, much faster than any other dog breed that I have seen. It took Boomer, my Lhasa Apso, months upon months to trust somebody. But with Brandi, it's only like a week before she starts trusting people. So Beagles are a very lovable dog. They get along with anybody from a young child to a teenager to an adult. They get along. They're a very social dog. They love other dogs and other animals, and they love to cuddle. And they're independent. They like to do things on their own, but they will do it as a pack as well. Like I said, they're very sociable. And they're intelligent. They have a mind of their own. They will know when you have dinner, when you have breakfast and lunch. They're very smart. They love their food as well. So it's very easy to train a Beagle when you have food involved because they'll follow the food. Now, Beagles are also loyal. And finally, I love how cute Beagles are. Beagles are absolutely adorable. They are a very, very cool dog, and they're very, very nice looking, in my personal opinion. All right, so now it's time to give Brandi her spotlight. I'm going to share some videos and photos of my beloved Brandi right here, right now. So we'll start with the video. For some reason, she doesn't like being on camera much, but I was able to get a couple of videos today, and then I've got a couple of videos from a couple of years ago that I'm going to share. Now, I have plenty more footage coming your way, but I'm going to save that for my 50th episode of Saturday Live with Brandi Cardinale, because on the 50th episode of Saturday Live, we are also going to celebrate Brandi's 7th birthday, and I'm going to have a video of her as a puppy all the way up to her age of 7. So there'll be more video footage on the 50th episode of Saturday Live in 2 weeks. For now, here are the videos I have. YouTube, meet your new star, Brandi the Beagle Cardinale. Are you a pretty girl, Brandi? Say hi, buddy. It's Brandi girl. Hey, Brandi. What you doing, playing? Are you playing, huh, buddies? Brandi. Brandi. Is it your birthday coming up soon? Come here, buddy. Ruff. Ruff, ruff. Brandi, come here, girl. Look it. Brandi. Say hi to YouTube. Hi, buddy. Say hi. Say hi to YouTube. Brandi. Chilling with Papa? Chilling with Papas? All right, baby. Relax. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Huh. Are you on YouTube? Are you on YouTube today? Yeah. Huh. Okay, baby. Good girl.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
That's a good song. Good night from Brandi and I. Huh, Brandi? Say good night, everybody. Say good night, everybody. Good girl, huh? Say good night, everybody. All right, so those are all the videos I have for you, but I have some photos of my Brandi girl that I'm going to share with you. And some of them are with me in there. This is a picture of Brandi and I cuddling together. And yes, I know I should have shaved my face for this photo, but this is one of my favorite pictures of Brandi and I. This is Brandi on her favorite couch, which is in the other room. This is Brandi waking up from one of her mid-afternoon naps after having exercise. Really cute. This is one of my favorite pictures of Brandi and I. I should get this done as a painting. It's a really nice picture. This is Brandi greeting me after a hard day at work a couple of years ago. Very, very cute. Brandi lying down with me after a hard day at work. This picture is when Brandi was really young. I'm assuming she was about 2 or 3 years old. And this was when I was living in Massachusetts. This is Brandi from last year for her 6th birthday. I got her this cool little doll, which is pretty cool. This is one of my favorite pictures with Brandi. And that's a picture where I moved the background of the image. And finally, this is Brandi also. So very, very cute puppies. All right. So now that you have met Brandi, let's learn about the breed, the Beagle. I'm going to give you some information on Beagles right here, right now. So The Beagle is a breed of small scent hound, similar in appearance to the much larger foxhound. The Beagle is intelligent and is a popular pet due to its size, good temper, and lack of inherited health problems. Beagles have been depicted in popular culture since Elizabeth times in literature and paintings, and more recently in film, television, and comic books. From medieval times, Beagle was used as a generic description for the smaller hounds, though these dogs differed considerably from the modern breed. By the 18th century, two breeds had been developed for hunting hare and rabbit, the Southern Hound and the North Country Beagle or Northern Hound. The Southern Hound, a tall, heavy dog with a square head and long, soft ears, was common from the south of the River Trent and probably closely related to the Talbot Hound. Though slowly, it had stamina and an excellent scenting ability. The North Country Beagle, possibly a cross between an offshoot of the Talbot stock and a greyhound, was bred chiefly in Yorkshire and was common in the northern countries. It was smaller than the Southern Hound, less heavy set, and with a more pointed muzzle. It was faster than its southern counterpart, but its scenting abilities were less well developed. Beagles were in the United States by the 1840s at the latest, but the first dogs were imported strictly for hunting and were of variable quality. Since Honeywood had only started breeding in the 1830s, it is unlikely these dogs were representative of the modern breed, and the description of them as looking like straight-legged dachshunds with weak heads has little resemblance to the standard. Serious attempts at establishing a quality bloodline began in the early 1870s when General Richard Rouet from Illinois imported some dogs from England and began breeding. Rouet's Beagles are believed to have formed the models for the first American standard, drawn up by Rouet, L.H. Twaddell, and Norman Elmore in 1887. The Beagle was accepted as a breed by the American Kennel Club, A.C.E, in 1885. In the 20th century, the Beagle has spread worldwide. As purebred dogs, Beagles have always been more popular in the United States and Canada than in their native country, England. The National Beagle Club of America was formed in 1888, and by 1901, a Beagle had won a Best in Show title. As in the United Kingdom, activity during World War I was minimal, but the breed showed a more stronger revival in the U.S. when hostilities ceased. Now, the Beagle is a very popular breed here in the United States of America. In the United States, the Beagle ranks fourth most popular breed in 2012 and 2013, although that's 9 and 10 years ago. But the Beagle is popular along with the Labrador Retriever, the German Shepherd, and the Golden Retriever. The general appearance of the Beagle resembles a miniature foxhound, but the head is broader and the muzzle shorter, the expression completely different, and the legs shorter in proportion to the body. They are generally between 13 and 16 inches high at the withers and weigh between 18 and 35 pounds, with females being slightly smaller than males on average. They have a smooth, somewhat domed skull with a medium-length, square-cut muzzle and a black gumdrop nose. The jaw is strong and the teeth scissor together with the upper teeth fitting perfectly over the lower teeth. Both sets align square to the jaw. The eyes are large, hazel or brown, with a mild hound-like pleading look. The large ears are long, soft, and low set, turning towards the cheeks slightly and rounded at the tips. Beagles have a strong, medium-length neck, which is long enough for them to easily bend to the ground to pick up a scent with little folding in the skin, but some evidence of dewlap. A broad chest narrowing to a tapered abdomen and waist, and a long, slightly curved tail known as the stern, tipped with white. Now, there are a couple of types of beagles. There is the tricolor beagle, which is Brandi. The tricolor beagle is white with large black areas and light brown shading. It's the most common beagle. Tricolor beagles occur in a number of shades, from the classic tri with a jet black saddle, also known as blackback, to the dark tri, where faint brown markings are intermingled with more prominent black markings, to the faded tri, where faint black markings are intermingled with more prominent brown markings. Some tricolored dogs have a broken pattern, sometimes referred to as pied. These dogs have mostly white coats with patches of black and brown hair. Tricolor beagles are almost always born black and white. The white areas are typically set by 8 weeks, but the black areas may fade to brown as the puppy matures. The brown may take between 1 and 2 years to fully develop. Some beagles gradually change color during their lives and may lose their black markings entirely. Now, alongside the bloodhound and the basset hound, the beagle has one of the best developed senses of smell of any dog, and they will use their nose to get them in trouble. They are very, very smart. My Brandi knows when I'm cooking before anyone else knows because she can smell it a mile away. They have a really good sense. The American Kennel Club recognizes 2 separate varieties of beagle: the 13-inch for hounds less than 13 inches, and the 15-inch for those between 13 and 15 inches. The Canadian Kennel Club recognizes a single type with a height not exceeding 15 inches. The Kennel Club from the United Kingdom and A.C.E. affiliated clubs recognize a single type with a height of between 13 and 16 inches. The Beagle is so popular that there are crossbreeds. For example, there is a Beagle and a Pug mix known as the Puggle. My late great friend, Pat Boylan, she had a Puggle, and it was very, very cute. Rest in peace to Miss Boylan. I know she loved Beagles. She loved Pugs as well, so she loved her Puggle. Now, the Beagle has an even temper and gentle disposition. Described in several breed standards as merry, they are amiable and typically neither aggressive nor timid, although this depends on the individual. Now, I've been alive for 29 years, and I have seen a lot of Beagles, from friends, pet stores, you name it, I've seen beagles. And I've kept a beagle. I have a beagle currently. I have never, and I mean ever, seen an aggressive beagle. I have never seen a beagle growl at anybody. I have definitely never seen a beagle bite anybody. But that's not to say that they won't. I mean, if you probably trained a beagle to be aggressive and attack, it probably would. But this is not an aggressive dog by nature. So they are really, really cool, peaceful dogs. And that's what I enjoy about them. Now, beagles enjoy company, and although they may initially be standoffish with strangers, they are easily won over, like I said earlier. They make poor guard dogs for this reason. Although their tendency to bark or howl when confronted with the unfamiliar makes them good watchdogs also. Beagles are excellent with children, and this is one of the reasons they have become popular family pets. Beagles are pack animals. They are prone to separation anxiety, a condition which causes them to destroy things when left unattended. Not all beagles will howl, but most will bark when confronted with strange situations, and some will bay, also referred to as speaking, giving tongue, or opening, when they catch the scent of potential quarry. They also generally get along well with cats and other dogs. They are not too demanding with regard to exercise. Their inbred stamina means they do not easily tire when exercised, but they also do not need to be worked to exhaustion before they rest. Regular exercise helps ward off the weight gain to which this breed is prone. The typical longevity of beagles is 12 to 15 years, which is a common lifespan for dogs of their size. Beagles are targets for thieves who would steal them and perhaps sell them to research laboratories for use in experiments. That is absolutely horrific and sad. So always supervise your beagle when he is outdoors and be sure to have him microchipped. Most importantly, do not leave your beagle outdoors alone. Since they are scent hounds, beagles will wander off if they catch an enticing smell in the air. Their noses control their brains, and if they smell something interesting, nothing else exists in their world. So you always have to go outside with them and keep an eye on them. Although they are loving and gentle, beagles can have an independent, stubborn streak. Obedience training is recommended, but be sure the instructor of the class understands hound personality and favors using food as a reward, which few beagles can resist. And that is information on the beagle, one of my all-time favorite dog breeds. Tommy Pham is watching the show. Hey, Tommy, how are you? And Tommy says, my wife's boyfriend got my wife this dog. Yes, beagles are very, very cool. So I'm sure your wife is loving her beagle. Beagles are a very smart, independent, and cool dog. Now, beagles are a lot different than other dogs, especially when they're puppies. A lot of people, they get a beagle and they always say to themselves, what did I get myself into? But beagles are very stubborn and intelligent even when they're small. And you'll have a lot of trouble with beagles when they're small. They'll be getting into things and they'll think everything is food. But as long as you pay attention to them and watch them and discipline them, they will grow into very relaxing, mature dogs, and they will show you a lot of love and compassion, as well as making sure you're happy and healthy with the dog. So that's everything I have to say about the Beagle, one of my all-time favorite dog breeds. So that's going to lead to my closing thoughts on Beagles. If you're looking for a dog that's very loyal, it's going to be a great addition to your family if you have children or other dogs. A Beagle could be for you because Beagles are very loyal, they're very loving, and they make a great pet. And they make a great companion because they give you great companionship as well. But do understand that owning a Beagle is going to be a little bit of a work because, as I said, when they're in the puppyhood, they can get themselves in trouble because when they're young, in the puppy stages, they use their nose for everything. For example, Brandi had to go to the vet a couple of times when she was young because she got into asthma medication from my brother. She got into a couple other types of medication because she used her nose. But as she matured, that stopped. And as we gave her treats for staying out of the bad stuff, she learned that the bad stuff is not the stuff she wants, it's the treats that she wants. But yes, Beagles are a great dog. They're very easy to keep and they're very fun. Just gotta get past the puppy stages. And once you get past the puppy stages, these things are very, very loving and loyal. All right, I'm sure I'll be doing more shows on Beagles in the future here on Chatting Pets with Alex Cardinale. Should you have any future questions on the Beagle, please post them in the comments and I will answer all your questions on the Beagle. I appreciate you watching today's video. If this was my very first video that you have seen, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, American Alex Cardinale. I do pet videos like this one. I do tropical fish keeping videos. I do WWE videos, cooking videos, crime videos, and even a Saturday night talk show. So make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, American Alex Cardinale. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope you enjoy your Beagle. And if you're considering getting a dog, a Beagle may be the perfect choice for you. Have a great rest of your day. Brandi and I say thank you for watching today's episode. Good night, everybody. YouTube, meet your new star, Brandi Cardinale, the Beagle. Hi, Brandi. YouTube, meet your new star, Brandi the Beagle Cardinale. Are you a pretty girl, Brandi? Say hi, buddy.